What is your full name?
My full name is Flor Estela.
Where and when were you born?
I was born in San Benito, Texas, small little town, and I was born in a house because we lived far from town, from the hospital, and my mom had help from the midwife.
What day were you born?
I was born in the morning of February 6, 1952.
What was your childhood like?
My childhood was, well, we were very poor but happy. But we worked in this poor house and the restroom was outside. We didn't have a restroom inside. We did have electricity, but still we were poor, but still we didn't know we were poor. We were happy.
How many siblings did you have growing up?
I had my older brother, Luca Berlanga. Then I had my sister, Ophelia Berlanga. And then my mom had twins, they were born, they were only lasted 1 day and the other one lasted 2 days. And then there was me, the baby.
In what year did you move to California?
We moved to California in 1965. Okay, but before we came to California, we traveled in a truck that's covered like with a tarp. There was a lot of families in the truck, and we used to travel in the truck and sleep in the truck. We get to Florida, we worked like 3 months picking tomatoes. From there, we went another 3 months. By the way, I didn't go to school those 3 months. Then we went to South Carolina, Beaufort, South Carolina, and we worked in the tomatoes there too. After that, we went to Ohio, Sandusky, Ohio, where we picked cherries. After that, that's when we started going to California.
What was your favorite story from childhood?
Well, my favorite part of the year was Christmas. My mom used to put apples, nuts, whatever, because we were poor back then, whatever she could find, candies, put in the stockings. And that was my favorite part of the year. When I was young, so I can remember.
What was the first job you had?
First job I had was working in the fields when I was 10 years old, working in the cotton.
What was the toughest job you had?
Picking cotton when I was 10 years old. Because it was hard work, very hard work, and it was in the summer. It was so hot, and it was the worst time of the year to work in the fields. And when I was picking cotton, I had to get into the husks, and that hurts. That was very hard. And the cotton in the beginning, it was heavy when you picked it in the morning because it was wet, but then in the afternoon, it didn't weigh nothing. Cotton's so light. It was one of the worst times to work. When we moved to Salinas, I was around 12 years old. When we arrived in Salinas, well, actually, one of my sister-in-laws, Adela, her brother, was the one that told us about Salinas. So he even drove with us to Salinas on the way, all the way to Salinas. So we got to Salinas and we started going, I didn't go to school, I started working in the fields, cutting asparagus and broccoli. Then we're doing hoeing the lettuce also.
What was it like living in Salinas?
Well, the beginning it was okay. I didn't go to school. I went to school 3 months, like 3 or 4 months in Washington Junior High. Then I went to South Junior High. Graduated from junior high. I went to high school at LaSalle High, and then that's all. I only did 9th grade. I didn't finish high school. I was around 13 when my dad passed away. Then my brother was only 20. Yeah, he was 20. Then my sister was older than me. So we stopped working and we told my mom not to work anymore, so we would have to work.
You lived in Chicago. What did you do in Chicago?
When I lived in Chicago, I was around 19 when we moved to Chicago. I was working in a factory. I don't remember the name. I think it was called Gateway Industries. We used to sew the buckles on the seat belts, pour the labels, something but sewing machines. Some people would sew on the labels, some people would put on the belt buckles, some would pack them in the boxes. And it was a good job, good paying job back then.
At what age did you have your first child?
When I was working in Salinas in the fields, I met my ex-husband. I was 21 then. Then Margarita was born on August 10th, 1974, and I was 22 years old.
How many children did you have?
Well, after my daughter Maggie, there was Manuel. He was born on August 5th, 1976. Then Danny Gomez, I should say Gomez, forget the Gomez, Manuel Gomez. Danny Gomez was born in November 6, 1978. Then my son, Omerito Gomez, he was born November 1st, 1980, and he's a baby boy.
You moved back to Texas in what year?
I moved back to Texas in 92.
What did you do in Texas?
When I arrived in Texas, I worked in a hospital called the Good Samaritan. I used to do housekeeping there.
How long did you stay in Texas? Until you moved back to California.
I stayed there until when I came to San Jose with my daughter Maggie. So we got separated from my husband. I came over here with Maggie in 1997, and I started working at the Fairmont Hotel. And that was my last job. I worked there 21 years.
What did you work as at the Fairmont?
At the Fairmont, I was working in the laundry valet in the beginning. For 3.5 years, after that, I transferred to in-room dining as an order taker. Then I got transferred to captain. And that was my last job when I quit the Fairmont.
I have 4 kids. How many grandkids do you have?
I have 10 grandkids. First one is Isaiah Cruz. The next one is Evan. Then is Leanna, Stacy, Santiago, Marcus, America, Emma, Kai, Carson. Did I miss anybody?
Out of those grandkids, who is your favorite grandkid?
Oh my God, America. I don't have a favorite grandkid.
You just said, oh my God, America.
America.
Now that you're retired, what do you plan on doing?
Travel most of all. This is my brother, my kids, my sister, and for a while might get part-time. I might get a part-time, but no weekends.
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
I would like to go to España, so I could talk with the Españoles. ¿Cómo se dice? Españoles.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
3 words. First, I'm a Tejana. Let's go Cowboys. And I'm a grandmother, a mother, and I'm retired.
That was 4 words, but...
A grandma and mother.
Who is your favorite football team?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Who is your favorite football player?
Well, my favorite football player is, well, I have to say Tony Romo. Well, I have several. Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and of course, Dak Prescott.
If someone paid you $1 million, would you become a Raiders fan?
No way, Jose. No way. No way. No way, Jose. Dallas Cowboys forever.
Democrat or Republican?
I'm a Democrat.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movies, Grease. Love that movie.
How much wood would woodchuck chuck and woodchuck could chuck wood?
I don't know that.
Okay. Whenever you had a bad day at work, what was the one thing that could always cheer you up?
It was time to go home and see my kids.
What was the best job you had and why?
Well, the best I was working at the Fairmont because I worked there 21 years.
What advice would you give to someone who is still working?
Retire early. No, work hard, save your money for retirement, and be an honest person, hardworking, never be late, always be on time, never call out sick, be loyal to your work.
That is the end. Thank you for answering these questions.
You're very welcome.
Alright. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, just remember what your old pal said. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got troubles, I've got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together and we'll see it through, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me.
That's very